Next news, breaking news.
President Trump just dropped a nuclear truth bomb on the Senate floor, calling out his own party for being too soft, while Democrats literally try to destroy American elections. The Save America Act, which requires proof of citizenship to vote, polls at 87% with all voters, including Democrats. So why hasn't it passed? Because Chuck Schumer and his radical allies are playing a very dangerous game. And Trump just exposed exactly why they're doing it. And what he said about Democrats will have you picking your jaw up off the floor. I'm going to tell you why this fight matters to you personally. Every single time a non-citizen casts a ballot, your vote gets canceled out. Your voice, it gets silenced. Your citizenship becomes meaningless. Senator Mike Lee put it perfectly. If everyone gets to vote, then citizenship means nothing. It's not some abstract political debate happening in Washington. This is about whether your vote actually counts in the next election. I mean, think about it. The Biden administration flooded this country with millions of illegal immigrants, and now Democrats are blocking the one bill that would ensure only American citizens decide American elections. Why? Because they know those illegal votes help them. This is about the survival of representative government itself. If we lose election integrity, we lose everything our founders built. Your community, your children's future, the American dream itself, it all hangs in the balance, and President Trump is the only one calling this out with the urgency that it deserves. And speaking of things that just don't make sense, when politicians block common sense legislation, it makes you wonder what other basic preparations that they might be ignoring. That's why smart Americans don't wait for Washington to get their act together. They take personal responsibility for their family's security. You see, if a major disruption happened and you couldn't get to the store, how long would you last with what's in your house right now? If it's less than a month, check out our friends at My Patriot Supply. They're America's #1 preparedness company with over 3 million satisfied customers. And right now at preparewithgary.com, their best-selling 4-week emergency food supply comes with an additional week free. You get at least 2,000 calories daily, real meals with real ingredients, no artificial flavors or colors, and a shelf life measured in decades. While politicians play games, you can secure your family's future. Go to preparewithgary.com for your free week of emergency food today. Now let's get back to this vote-blocking story that has a lot of people asking questions. See, here's what the mainstream media won't tell you. President Trump revealed that voter ID polls at 87% with all voters, including Democrats. So the only people opposing this are Schumer, what Trump called the corrupt Democrat leaders. Why? Because it would expose their entire scheme. And wait until you hear what one Democrat congresswoman just said about requiring proof of citizenship. She actually is comparing it to a poll tax. The arguments they're using are absolutely unhinged. Here's Mazie Hirono being called out by Conserve SK as just straight up liars.
Then 140 million Americans, nearly half of American citizens, do not have a passport. And my colleague just said that there are more white Americans who have passports than there are black Americans. So that will already give you an idea of who the Republicans are hoping to discourage from even registering to vote. In addition, more than 21 million eligible voters do not have ready access to documents proving their citizenship. In other words, for tens of millions of Americans, producing these documents, it is not a simple hurdle. It is a huge barrier. It is a barrier for young people trying to register for the first time. For seniors who no longer have easy access to documents. For working families who can't afford the time or cost of navigating more government paperwork just to register to vote. A new passport costs over $150. If this sounds like a poll tax, a price to exercise our constitutional right to vote, that's because it is. It is a financial burden on Americans at a time when millions are struggling just to put food on the table and to pay rent.
Oh, you mean like the TSA workers that can't pay their own rent? She writes, Republicans want to sell the Save Trump Act as a voter ID bill, but that's not the reality. $165 passports. Oh no. Though critics argue that voter ID requirements impose financial hurdles, Senator Lee stands firm, ready to fight for the Save America Act and protect what it means to be an American citizen. Based Mike Lee on the floor of the Senate. Protect your vote today. Ask your senators why the Save America Act hasn't passed yet, when it will, and what they're doing to help.
If everyone is family, no one is family. If everything is urgent, nothing is urgent. If everyone is given the benefit of citizenship by allowing them to vote, then citizenship means nothing. That is the core message that I wish our Democrat colleagues would accept, and I am confident they will ultimately accept as we continue to make this argument. Because we're not going away. I'm not going away. I will be back on this floor, in this chamber, day after day, week after week, month after month, as long as it takes. I'm not giving up. Not a chance in hell am I giving up on this, because this is about the American dream itself. This is about the fact that when you allow non-citizens to vote, you are robbing something from the American people, from each individual American citizen, something which is distinctively, rightfully theirs. You cannot take that away. You are taking it away when you allow somebody else to cast a vote that will cancel out yours. That, Mr. President, is unfair. It is unacceptable. It is un-American. It is illegal. We must not tolerate it, and we will not.
Based Mike Lee, indeed. When you allow non-citizens to vote, you're robbing something from the American people. He's relentless, but why hasn't this overwhelmingly supported act passed the Senate? President Trump's not holding back on who's to blame.
Boone told me that they do not have the votes to terminate the filibuster.
I know, but that's part of being a leader. You have to get the votes.
Do you have confidence?
I mean, I like him so much. He's a high-quality person. And he told me the same thing. We don't have the votes. Well, he's only a couple of votes short, but that's what being a leader is. You have to get the votes. You have to get the votes. And those people will not be able to withstand the onslaught because Republicans and the country wants it. You know, it's polling at 87% voter ID. Think of it. We're talking about Save America. And it's not Save Act, it's Save America Act, because it's saving America. Save Act, nobody knows what it's saving. It's the Save America Act. And you have to have it. You have to have it. The Save America Act, voter ID, all of these things, proof of citizenship. It's an 87% issue with all voters, including Democrats. The only ones that don't want it are Schumer and these corrupt Democrat leaders, because it will not give them the ability to cheat in an election. Look, why wouldn't you want voter ID? There's not a reason in the world you wouldn't want it except to cheat. And if they don't cheat, their policy is so bad, they'll never win another election.
Oh, yeah. We know the truth. President Trump knows the truth. He's calling for strong action, viewing the Democrats as a threat to national security, and demands the Senate take bold steps to safeguard the country. Here he is on the filibuster.
Shame. They should really just go to a filibuster. They should terminate the filibuster. And they should vote. That's what I think. Look, I think the Senate is playing it too soft. The Republicans are wonderful people, but we're dealing with very sick individuals. The Democrats are sick. There's something wrong. They're like terrorists, and we have to protect our country. We have to protect our border. We have to protect our wall. If it was up to them, they'd open up the wall, they'd let millions of people pour into our country again, and we've all been through that. And I don't care if you're liberal or you're conservative. What we have now is we have a beautiful, closed border. We're getting murderers out of our country that Biden let in, the administration, the Democrats. We're getting the drug lords out of our country. We're bringing them back to other countries where they came from all over the world. We have great crime numbers despite the fact that they let in 25 million people. And we're focused on the bad ones. I mean, the ones that came in, we'll work on something, but we have to get the killers out. We have to get the drug dealers out. We have to get the criminally insane. We have people that are criminally insane. They are unbelievably violent people that come out of insane asylums. The Democrats want them protected. I want them out. They have to be out. You can't have a country if they're here.
President Trump not holding back at all. See, this is the moment of truth. President Trump called Democrats what they are. Sick individuals, like terrorists trying to destroy this country from within. He's not wrong. When you have 87% of Americans supporting voter ID and Democrats still blocking it, there's only one explanation. They need illegal votes to win. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's just basic math. Senator Mike Lee is fighting this battle every day after day on the Senate floor. Trump is applying maximum pressure from the White House. But here's what the establishment fears most. They know they're losing this argument. The American people are awake. And when we finally pass the Save America Act, their entire election scheme crumbles. See, patriots, this is the fight of our generation. President Trump is calling on the Senate to terminate the filibuster and pass the Save America Act. Senator like Mike Lee demanding answers, and he wants your help. Contact your senators and ask them why. Why hasn't this passed? What are they doing about it? We need to make our voices heard. And I'm going to ask you directly, should non-citizens be allowed to vote in American elections? I think I know your answer, but drop a yes or no in the comments, right? And since you made it all the way to the end of this video, I know you care. Since you care, I want you to text raw feed to the number on the screen, 844-840-4963. When YouTube notifications never arrive or the algorithm buries our reports, you can have faith that I won't leave you high and dry. I will send you a message directly to your phone so that you get the information that you need to make informed decisions for you and your family. I'm not going to spam you. I'm going to send you truth that you need. Speaking of truth, share this. Share this video with every patriot that you know. They need to see what Trump just said about the Democrats. And if you still want to do that, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Maybe it'll work so you never miss our breaking news. And don't forget to check out the Next News merch shop right below this video. Show your support for America First and find something you like. I'm Gary Franchi. As always, stay informed and stay free.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.